Fair play to you.
Why don't we get our first guest out here?
Well, that is the most fantastic idea, methinks.
Oh, she's the author of her new book, City of Faith. It is Nicola Pierce! Nicola Pierce!
Nicola Pierce, you are very welcome.
We love you. Nicola Pierce, we love you.
Thank you very much.
Are you having a good World Book Day, Nicola Pierce?
I'm having a brilliant World Book Day. I've just gotten off the train from Limerick where I spoke to over 200 children down in O'Mahony's bookshop and they promised they'd be watching this program.
Oh,
right
do you want to
now.
give them away, everybody?
Hey, how you doing?
Hey, everyone in Limerick. Thanks for tuning in.
You are in today to talk about your book, City of Faith.
Yes.
What is it all about?
The City of Faith is about the Battle of Stalingrad, which took place halfway through World War II. And the most important thing I can tell you about the Battle of Stalingrad is that it's the most important battle probably ever fought, but certainly of World War II, because it was the first time that one of Hitler's armies was completely demolished.
No, it's a strange enough subject, the Battle of Stalingrad, for an Irish author living in Drogheda to write about. What made you choose the Battle of Stalingrad?
I've always been interested in war, and I just heard about this. I didn't realise it was the most important battle, but also children did play a huge part in the city that was completely devastated by German planes back in 1942.
So tell us a bit about some of these characters in the book.
Well, I found one story. There was a teacher in Russia in a rural school, and he received an order that he was to enrol his entire class of 30 16-year-old boys in the army. And by the time he turned up at the register office, only half of them were standing with him. So he was probably executed for disobedience, even though it wasn't his fault.
Good grief.
Savage story. Now, I've got a great question for you.
Okay.
Your last book was
Yes.
called Spirit of the Titanic,
Yes.
and you have it right there.
I do.
Love that.
It's also historical fiction. Do you like writing about history?
Yes, I love writing about history. I think it's probably easier than just making up a story in my head, because with Spirit of the Titanic, well, Titanic hit the iceberg at 20 to midnight and sank at 20 past 2, so the story is already there. It's about 2 hours long. Battle of Stalingrad was 200 days long, but still, with my research, I can find out lots of things and I know what to put then into the book.
So have you always wanted to be a writer?
I've always wanted to be a writer ever since I read my most favourite book, Little Women by Louisa M. Alcott. It's about 4 American sisters during the American Civil War when Abraham Lincoln was president, and one of the girls finds out that she can make money by writing stories and sending them off to magazines. And this is where I discovered this wonderful job of being a writer.
And is there any other books or any other writers that really inspired you?
Oh, I was a huge Enid Blyton fan.
Ah, yes.
I just had shelves of her books. But I'm afraid the nuns
The
in
Talking
school...
Shoes there, a good one. Yeah.
Absolutely. The nuns in school, I don't know why, but they didn't like us reading, well, I suppose just concentrating on one writer. So they tried to get me to read other books. But I must say, I still pick up Enid Blyton today. I still think she's fantastic.
What are your plans now for the rest of World Book Day?
Would you believe I have to go back to Houston Station, get on a train and go down to Galway,
you're
because I'm
serious.
in Bray Books tomorrow morning with Mary Esther Judy talking to a few hundred children again.
Wow.
So looking forward to
You're a
that.
popular woman today. What do you think of our outfits, by the way? Dressed
I
up as the
love
Twits from
your
Roald Dahl's
outfits.
Twits. Did you ever read that one, did you? Sorry about that. About our out and in. There you go. Do you think, do we think we look much like the characters?
Yeah, kind of. Yeah.
Glorious,
yeah.
glorious. I've never looked better myself.
You look better looking.
Now, what advice would you have for any aspiring authors out there who are watching
Well,
this?
I think any writer will say read as much as you can. Even if you're reading a book and it's utter rubbish and you can't even finish it, at least you're learning how not to write a book.
Okay, thank you so much for coming in today.
Thanks for having me.
Nicola Pierce, a fantastic author indeed. Check out her book, City of Faith.